Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm so grateful. This is a continuation of my previous video, which was around me getting rid of my health problem around heavy coughing and phlegm, which was in my system for 15 long years. So if you have not checked that video out, I would really suggest you to go and check it out. In this video, I'm going to discuss a few more changes that I manifested when it comes to my health and body. So healing your body with the power of your mind is really a true thing, and it is something you should try. Your will to dissolve away any kind of pain in your body, any kind of disease, any kind of discomfort is really important. As long as you have a strong will and you're strong headed about it, then treatments, medicines, all those things will work for you effortlessly. But if you give up on something related to your body, it could be anything, okay? I'm just speaking out of my experience. Then even the things that can help you in the 3D would not really be able to have the highest effect. So one of the things I have recently been able to successfully manifest away, I did not really take any kind of supplements or treatment for this, is my knee pain. It was a joint pain, a very specific joint pain in my right knee. So I have no idea from where this pain came. It just started randomly, just in one knee, just in one joint in the month of January. Again, there was no change in my lifestyle, okay? There was no sudden stoppage of any body movements, and there was no sudden increase of any body movements or, lifting of any heavy things. There was no change in the food I was eating or the other supplements that I usually take, which is multivitamins and all that. So it started randomly in January, and it was, as I mentioned, just in one knee. So whenever I fold my legs and sit on the couch, right? Because we are still working from home, so we usually are on the couch, if not sitting on the chair and working for a few hours. However, I personally did make this decision of having body movement every half an hour. So I don't really sit on the couch for long hours because it's not good for your posture. It's not good for your health. So every half an hour I get up and I stretch and I do some movements. And I've been doing that for the past, I think, 1 year. So I don't know why the pain started, and it just started in one leg, and it's only comes up in a specific position. So if I fold my leg and sit in a certain position, then that pain will come. And if I sit in that position for more than half an hour, it's only then that that pain arises. So basically folding my leg like this, and sitting like this. This is usually my position, how I sit. The other leg is also folded. And then I keep switching in this position. Either my laptop is here or my laptop is on that side. So in this specific position, when I used to sit for more than half an hour, I used to get up and my joint, just the joint, nothing else, used to pain a lot. And it used to take a few seconds for me to get up, and then a few seconds for it to disappear away when I start walking. But it stayed for 3 months, and I have no idea why it started, because I was doing exercise as usual. I work out, I lift weights, and I have a lot of movement going on, right? I get enough vitamin D, hydration. So I don't know what happened, but sometimes randomly some body parts starts paining, right? Especially when you start getting older and you don't even know the reason most of the time. So yes, I got fed up of that pain, and I don't know why it was happening. So I didn't have any reasoning for it. I did not really go to any doctor to get it checked that why my joint is paining so much, because it can be disturbing, right? Anything related to any body part actually, but with legs, yeah, when you're sitting, you're getting up, you're moving around, if you have joint pain, it affects your day-to-day activities a lot. It disturbs you physically a lot. So I was really fed up of it. I was not really angry or frustrated about it, but I was just like, why did this come randomly when I have enough movement going on? And why is it only in one knee? And why is it only in this specific position? I don't understand. So I did make that decision that this pain needs to go away from my body because it's disturbing me. I don't like how it feels. When I get up, when I walk, and I don't know why it's happening. So I'm very confused, and I don't want this pain to be in my body. It's there for no reason. Maybe it's because of stress. Sometimes stress shows up in our body in very weird ways. It can be pain in your shoulder, your neck, your joints that happens. So it might have been because of stress. I don't know, but I just decided that this has to go away from my body. And again, just like the previous video where I made a decision that the phlegm has to go away from my body, that's the same decision I made about this knee pain, that it has to go away from my body. I was not worried about it. I was not scared about it. I did not have any resistance around it. So it was easy for me to just make that one decision and know, truly know that, this will go away. Okay. Whether it's in a few days or a few weeks, it will be just like my phlegm problem where I don't even realize, and suddenly one day I sit and remember, oh, I don't have this pain anymore. So I didn't keep an eye on that pain. I didn't keep a note of the days that, it's been 5 days, 10 days. I made a decision 10 days ago. Why is it still there? No, I let it be because I know it's going to disappear away. It's come up for no reason. It has to go away because it's disturbing me. There were no techniques put in it. I was not visualizing, affirming anything. I just made one decision and I stayed in that knowing that this will dissolve away. I did not question. I did not wait. I did not get desperate, needy. I did not put the pressure of timing on me. And I'll tell you when it went away. Again, this timeline actually, I just realized it matches with the previous video. Previous video also I mentioned that in January I made this decision and my phlegm kind of disappeared away by the time May came. And this is the same actually. So January, this pain started and I made the decision in March end, I think March or April, because I know that time my sister was just visiting. She was about to come. And that's when I made this decision. I remember this because my sister is also suffering with knee pain. My sister and my mother both actually, they are also having severe knee pain in both their knees. So that's why I remember that is the time I decided that this has to dissolve away. This has to disappear. I don't want this pain in my body anymore. So there were no triggers, no fears, no doubts. Okay. I did not go and take any special treatment for it. Yes, if it would have been unbearable, I would have gone and seen a doctor like I did for my cough and phlegm many times, but I got no proper answers or treatment for that. But it was because it was only coming a few times a day when I was actually sitting for a long time and then getting up. It was not a constant problem that I'm not able to walk at all or it's completely unbearable. When I get up and start walking, it used to disappear. So definitely we don't take risk with health matters. I would have gone and seen a doctor if it would have been unbearable, but it was not in that position. So I did not do any techniques. I did not have any resistance. I did not get attached to the 3D or the timeline. It was just a knowing, okay? The things you don't have resistance around, you can just manifest a desirable reality with a knowing, with a decision. Oh, by the way, my last video was supposed to be a skincare and makeup video along with me sharing my health story, but I got so busy with telling about the story, I forgot to film that entirely. So that's what I'm doing in this video. So in case you're interested at all, I usually apply vitamin C during the daytime with a moisturizer with oat extract, and I top it up with rosehip oil, which is really good in healing your skin. So back to the story. My knee pain disappeared away. I did not even notice it. It just gradually started going away. And I still sit in the same position, okay? It's still that every half an hour I get up, I do movements. I still fold my legs and sit. Nothing has changed, okay? I did not take any special supplements or anything related to joint pain. No changes in my lifestyle because I was already doing everything. Yeah, I exercise, I do movement. So that's why I didn't understand in the first place why that happened. But it disappeared away by the time, I think by May end. Yeah, by May end, it disappeared away completely. And I did not notice it going away as well because I was so busy in my regular life. Okay, again, working. My sister was visiting, so the house was full. So yeah, when I used to get up and it used to pain, it was there in my mind that, oh, it's paining. And then it used to disappear away. So I didn't really get attached to the pain that way or get really emotional about it that, this is disturbing me. Why is it not going away? None of that. Because I had zero resistance around it. I had zero fears around it. I just knew. I knew that I want this to go away from my body. So it has to. And that's it. When you have zero resistance, as I mentioned, that one decision and one firm knowing that this is going to dissolve away in a few days or few weeks is more than enough for that to be manifested. So here as well, as I mentioned, no 3D action, no fears, no doubts, no questioning, no waiting, and it completely went away. Now I don't have any pain in my right knee. It's completely fine. Now actually, even if I sit for 1 hour continuously on the couch while working and I get up, there's zero pain. Okay, May, June, July, it's been 2 months. That pain has completely gone away. Wherever I sit, not just on the couch, if I'm sitting anywhere else and I get up, it doesn't pain. That pain has completely gone away. These are the kind of things that help me when I'm really working on some big things that I have negative stories around. I notice the circumstances a lot. I give out emotional reaction. I remember these things that I have done before related to my health, where there were no fears. I did not question anything. I did not have resistance. I did not attach myself to any negative story. I did not have any focus on the time. And I try to reverse engineer that, that's how relaxed it was for me. Even though I have mentioned that the phlegm, the coughing was disturbing my day to day activities, it went on for 15 long years. My knee pain was disturbing me. But still, I was not getting into emotions about it. I was not, bringing myself down that why is it happening? This will never go away. Why can't I always just be healthy? Why do these random things have to happen to my body for no reason? I was not doing any of that, okay? And that is how I personally manifest even those bigger things. When these kind of things I've had success with, I know it's my will. I know it's my confidence in it, my belief. And when I'm so firm and confident, I don't need techniques. Okay, techniques are a choice. They are there for you to bring you in that end state so that you cannot focus on the negative story of circumstances. So they are tools and methods which you can use or you cannot use. There are so many master manifestors who don't use any techniques, or they use techniques just out of entertainment. So they are there to help you, but that does not mean you cannot do it without it. If you have zero resistance around something, you have really good firm belief, you don't do any of that work and that thing materializes for you in its own time. It can be a few days, a few weeks. My phlegm problem, from the time I made decision, it took 5 months to completely disappear away. My knee problem, from the time I made a decision, it took 1 month. The problem started in January. I made a decision in April. It disappeared by May. So the timeline is different for everything. That's why we say we cannot tell you how long something will take for you. It depends on you. Do you have any old story? Do you have resistance? Do you have fears? Do you have to work through all of that? Or you're confident and you can just have that knowing and you are detached from time, and that's why you know it will happen in its own time, but it will be soon. For me, both these timelines are very good, okay? A problem that I suffered from for 15 years, 5 months for it to disappear away is a good thing. 1 month for my knee pain to disappear away is a good thing. I did not put pressure on myself or my body or my mind that, this will go away by next week. I'm affirming this has to go away by next week. I did nothing of that sort because I was not desperate about it. My only goal was this pain has to disappear from my body. It's okay if it goes in a few days. It's okay if it goes in a few weeks. Timeline was something that did not even come to me. It was not in my mind at all. So I use these personal stories where I was completely okay with the current reality that I have knee pain, and I was not desperate, needy. I was not, giving emotional reaction every time I got up and I had pain. Yes, it disturbed me. I feel bad about it, but I did not let it bring me down emotionally. And I just knew in my mind, it's okay, it's paining, it's going to go away soon. That is all. That is all I do around the areas of my life where I have no resistance or fear. Making a decision, being in that knowing is more than enough for me to dissolve away those disturbances. So these were two of my personal success stories around my health, where with the power of my mind and the power of my belief, I dissolved away two concern areas. Try it out for yourself, but don't compare your journey with me, that I did not have to do any techniques or work where I had to put in discipline and it disappeared for me, so it will for you. As I mentioned, I had zero fears and resistance around it, and that's why that happened. If you have fears around something, any health issue, any body issue, If you have resistance around that, if you have a negative past situation that keeps coming up in your mind, you have to do the work. You can put in the techniques, do guided meditations around healing your body, healing your health issues. Do all that, okay? Never blindly copy someone else's process of manifestation because it depends completely on an individual, okay? Your story is not same to me. Your resistance is not same to me. I might have resistance around certain areas, you might have resistance around certain other areas, okay? So see what works for you. Also, I intended these videos to be a little short, but because they have become really long, I'll include 2 other health related stories in the next video. One is around COVID, it's from 2020, and the second is around putting on weight, which is again from 2020. So I hope I was able to add some value to your manifestation process through this personal success story. If you have any kinds of questions around the topic of manifestation and health, you can leave it in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have a great week.